Hey guys, Adam here, directiontrader.com. Let's go over the markets today and talk about what we're going to do moving forward. Big day today. It was Fed statement day, so we had FOMC day today. So early on this morning, we were a little bit cautious in the room. I took a couple aggressive positions, but all in all, not a lot of trading, simply because of the nature of the day, guys. A lot of speculation, a lot of people trying to decide, is this thing going to pop? Is it going to drop? What are we going to do here on this on this FOMC day? Here's a simple daily chart here of the S&P 500 futures market. Let's talk about what's going on here. We got a nice little pop, haven't we? Got a nice little pop today. Now this didn't necessarily all happen until the announcement came out, but we weren't having a nice little up day up till that point. So moving forward, more importantly, today's over. We only got 10 minutes left in the trading session today. More importantly, I'm going to continue to watch this level, this previous swing high where the market broke through, came back, broke right through it, but we have now used it as a high 3 days in a row. The last 3 days we have used this level as a high in the market for the S&P here. Now the Russell went absolutely crazy today, shot much higher. We'll show a chart of that here in just a second. But going into tomorrow, for me to get long the S&P, I must see the market get up above this previous swing high. This basically the highs of Monday, the highs of Tuesday, and very possibly, depending on how crazy the market wants to go the last 10 minutes here, maybe the highs of today. So anything above these highs, I am 100% bullish. Anything below them highs, I'll probably be looking for some shorting opportunities. Even if intraday we're pushing up, I'll wait for it to roll over, and the path of least resistance will probably be them trades to the short side. Okay? Let's go on here. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at that Russell. Here you see the Russell here, a little bit different than the S&P. Russell, we kind of had the same highs on Monday and Tuesday, but a little bit different reaction today. So going into tomorrow, anything above this midpoint, the midpoint here on the Russell, I'm probably going to be looking for opportunities to the long side, at least to get a balance here, because now we're actually in the direction of the momentum here. We're above the 21 period moving average, which we really like to use here, and anything basically above that midpoint, I'm going to look for opportunities to the long side. Now, if we actually trade above today's highs, it's only looking to the long side here. So looking for this market to go ahead and continue its move to the upside. But if this thing just has, a little bit of power into the afternoon and going into tomorrow, we got more whipsaw and this thing wants to sell off, we get down below, say, Monday and Tuesday's highs and the midpoint, which all come basically at the same level, I will look for possible resumptions here to the downside, because, just look at the nature, guys, we're relatively high in this sideways range that the Russell's traded in. So anything below the midpoint of today could lead to some further selling, actually some possibly some quick selling. Once this thing starts to drop, it really can drop pretty quickly, so I will look for that going into tomorrow. Now, while we're on the topic, we might as well just look at the Nasdaq and the Dow. Much of the same, guys. You see here, this high here on the Nasdaq, used it as support. You see it on the S&P, we're actually using it as resistance today. So let's just see, going into tomorrow, are we able to push above the highs? Or are we able to continue this downward move? And then here again on the, here we are here on the Dow. Same thing as the S&P, virtually identical. Look at the previous 2 days, 3 days in a row using the exact same level as highs. Anything above it, I'm going to go with it. Anything below it, I'm going to try looking for shorting opportunities. So, not 100% on what the markets are looking to do going into tomorrow. Let them close out tonight. Let people think about what's going on. Come in tomorrow with a fresh mind and see if we can jump right back on board. And then here on the crude market, very much extended here, just not able to continue this pop. But I want to remind you of what I was looking for. When you get overextended like this from the market, we watch them previous day's lows. Anything above the previous day's lows, we look for any type of momentum. And today you've seen some great momentum to the upside. As we were starting to push up here, we got some good momentum to the upside. Granted, we've given back some of that momentum. Look at this topping tail candle. We've given back some of that momentum here this afternoon, but we did get a nice little rally here. Great push to the upside this morning. Lots of the same. I'll watch them previous day's lows. Anything below it, got to go with it, guys. Anything above that previous day's low, cautiously continuing to look for buy orders. Remember, when the markets get way separated from the moving averages, they're either going to pull back to them or they're going to consolidate long enough for the moving averages to come down there. At this point, you see that the crude has consolidated every single time it's dropped and allowed them moving averages to come down to it. Maybe it wants to consolidate again and allow it to come down. I don't really know. But the best way for me to interpret the market from an intraday standpoint is to watch them previous day's lows in a downtrend. So watch the previous day's lows. If it breaks below it, the trend is going to continue. If it's holding above it, we're likely either chopping sideways or starting a retracement. One of the two. So it makes for a very good, very clear plan going into your trading session. So, all right, guys, I'm not going too much into depth today. Fed Day, very, very exciting times. Actually, it's probably a time for us to sit on our hands for the most part, but nonetheless, very, very exciting times and very interesting to see how the market reacts whenever we do get these announcements. So going in tomorrow, be disciplined, but have your plan ready in the morning and do your best to follow your plan. And I wish you all the best of luck. If you have any questions about anything that I went over, you can always contact me, Adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.